Hi, welcome to November's look of the month. It is hot chocolate, and I've already got on my lips and the cheek color. So I just chose it's called Rosy Nude if you're a Mary Kate girl. It's just a very neutral cheek color. I do have bronzer on underneath it. And then for the lips, I have Berry Couture. And it's so beautiful. When I get my eyes finished, it'll make a big difference. But I think a lot of people think that this lipstick is really dark, which it does look really dark. This is my personal one, so don't mind it. I use an applicator with it. But it does look really dark, but you can tell it's not that dark. And this is actually two layers because I went ahead and built the color up a little bit. So you can keep it as light and gentle, soft as you like it, or it can be a little bit more bold. So with this eye look, it's pretty neutral. So I just wanted to do a little bit deeper lips. So I love this color. Okay, so I've got my eye primer on. I also have a little bit of a transition shade right there. And in my Instagram, I talked about a transition shade and what that is. So you can pop over, you can feel free to ask. But today we're going to do this gorgeous neutral hot chocolate look. So if you're a Mary Kate girl, this is Sandcastle, Moonstone, Burnished Bronze, and Mahogany. Okay, so it's really, really gorgeous. If you're not a Mary Kate girl, those are kind of, um, grab something similar and you can pull off the same look. Okay, so first of all, I'm actually going to start with the Burnished Bronze look color. And because I really want this color to pop out more than any of the other colors, I'm going to start with more dense bristles on my brush. So this is my crease brush from Mary Kay, of course. And I'm just going to load that up because the more dense your bristles are, in case you didn't see that tutorial, then the more intense color you're going to get in that look. So basically, we're going to divide the eye into three. Okay, just kind of divide it into three. And then we're going to put another color up underneath the brow. So I'll kind of walk you through this as we talk. But this first color, I've got it on my brush. And I'm going to put it basically in the center of my eye. And something I love about our Mary Kay colors is that you can really build them. You can have a really soft, gentle look like I was talking about their lipsticks, or you can just continue to build the color until it's a little bit more vibrant, just depending on what you like. All right, so you want to keep this on the eyelid, which this is your mobile eyelid. It's on top of your eyeball, okay? So you want to keep that there. And I'm coming up just to the crease. So if I open my eye, here's my crease right here, okay? Which you can see it when I close my eye. It's just right above my eyeball, okay? I'm gonna do the other eye. Just in that center third. And if you are a Mary Kate girl and you're using our Chroma Fusion eye colors, they're best patted on. You'll get more color for your bang there. I don't know if that's a real thing. More bang for your buck? No, that's not it. But you get more intense color if you pat it rather than rub it. Because there is a cream, it is a cream wrapped in a powder. Okay. So I just kind of want to build those up a little bit more. That looks pretty good. Okay, so I've got it on the center third, if that makes sense. Okay, now the second brush I'm going to use is our smudger. I'm sorry, this is our smudger brush that I just used, not the crease brush. This is the crease brush because it has a little bit of a different look to it. It's got that angle and it's flat-ish, okay? Whereas the smudger brush has a little bit of a point or tip. All right. And so this middle one I just did was the burnished bronze, so this shimmery brown, and now I'm going to do mahogany. So it's just a little bit of a deeper brown, but not super, super deep. I would say between a medium brown and a deep brown. If you're not a Mary Kate girl, I would pick something in that shade. Okay, so I'm going to do this one on my outer corner, and watch how I do this. So it is really nice to have an angled brush like this because you can start, what you want to do, there's an imaginary line from the corner of your nose to the corner of your eye to the corner of your brow. And you want to, that's where you want to have your color. And you'll notice when I'm applying my color, I don't just look straight on, I turn my head because there's so much more space out there than you think, okay? So I'm going to start coming up just above that crease a little bit. And I'm going to bring it down to the corner of my eye. Okay. Now I'm going to come from the corner in on that crease just above it. Here is the biggest problem with how people apply their eye color. If you, I always have people tell me this, like when I put it on, you can't see it. It's probably because you're not coming up high enough. Now I have a lot of space between my lashes and my brows. So pretty much anything I do, you're probably gonna see it. Oh, somebody's here. And if you have a little bit of a different shaped eye, when you open your eye, whether it's deep set or you've got less space here, you may not be able to see that color when your eyes are open. You're just looking and talking to somebody. So make sure that you're coming up, you look at yourself straight on, and you're coming up above your eyeball, above that crease just a little bit. Now we want to leave space. We don't need to come clear up here. You know, if you have smaller space there, it might take you pretty close to your eyebrow. That's okay. Just don't come clear up to your eyebrow. You want to leave some space there. All right. So I've got those two lines, and then what I do is I just fill that in between. So I just connect it to that middle one. Okay, so then I've got that outer third finished. And again, I can deepen it if I want to. All right, let's repeat. Got that first line, and then the second line. Right above that crease to meet that second color. Okay. And then I'm going to fill it in. And you can kind of see that empty spot. You just want to work it over to that other color. And they blend really nicely by themselves. So I probably won't have to do a whole lot of work with that blending. Okay. So now I want to come in with a clean blending brush. Now this is totally up to you what you want to do. A lot of people prefer to have a little bit more of a blended look here. They don't like the line. Okay, so if that's you, I'm going to show you how to do this. You're going to take a clean blending brush, so something very, very fluffy. And you're going to just gently dab it depending on how much you want to work it in. You can windshield wiper very gently, but you don't want to wipe anything away, okay? So just work at that until it looks like you want it to look. You might like it a little more blended than I do. So keep blending it until it looks however you want it to look. Okay. Hopefully that's even. I've got a teeny tiny little mirror here and it's magnified, so it's hard to see both my eyes at the same time. I think it looks okay. All right. Then I'm going to come in with our all over eye color brush. You can see it's definitely more fanned out. Okay, and it is, I already did use it yesterday. So, and I'm going to come in, I'm going to use the Moonstone. So this is our shimmery, kind of a white tan color is a good way to describe it. So I'm going to use that Moonstone color, and it's going to go on the inner third of my eye. Now, I say this all the time, so I apologize if you've heard it a billion times, but if you have a close set eye, which means that there's less than one eye width in between your eyes, you definitely want to get a lot of color in that center, because color will open your eyes up. Okay. And then I'm even going to take it in here, just on the inner corner right here, to brighten up that space. And you really want to do that with that close set eye. Now, if you have a wide set eye, which is more than one eye width in between your eyes, don't get too much light in there, because you don't want them to look even further apart. Okay. And then that looks pretty good. So then I'm going to actually come back in. Nope, wrong brush. Here it is. I'm actually going to come back in with that first brush and just kind of work those together a little bit. Now, because it is a more dense bristled brush, it's not going to really blend. So what I'm kind of just doing is I have a real light hand, and I'm kind of working the brown in with the white with that. Okay, so that it blends in together. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to do, this was a limited edition brush, so we don't currently have it, but it's a similar shape to that all over eye color brush. And I'm going to come in with what we call Sand Castle. So this again is like a neutral tannish white, but there's no shimmer to it. There's shimmer in Moonstone, so there's not up here. And we want to use that underneath the arch of our brow, because you don't want a bunch of shimmer right underneath your brow. That's not good. So just in between that and that transition color that I put on already. Okay. Right underneath the brow, because when you get it underneath your brow, it helps your brows to just pop a little bit, helps your eyes to look more alive and awake, which most of us need help with. And then I've got a clean blending brush here, same shape, just again, it was a limited edition in a set with that one. So I'm just gonna gently work that back and forth, just make sure I've got that worked in. And that's it. That's how you apply those 4 gorgeous colors. Whoops, so sorry. That's how you apply those 4 colors. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do some eyeliner and mascara. Just, I get asked a lot how to do it, so then you can watch and see what you think. I cannot do it in the camera. Oh, and I just ran out. It fell out. Did you see that? And I don't have a new one on me, so I guess I'm not doing that today. But I'll post a picture with the finished look. But super simple, super easy, really classic, beautiful, neutral colors. Again, I have a little bit deeper lip to kind of pop it. It's going to be fun for the holidays. And there it is. Let me know what you think. Holler if you have any questions. Please follow along. Push the follow button so you get notified when I post a new video, which is roughly once or twice a month, so it's not a ton. And I hope you enjoy it. Can't wait to hear what you think.